As always, Ted, kick us off. Who do you have as your winner of the week?
A little different route today for winner of the week, but I've got to go with Dave Chappelle's security team.
What was that?
I don't know, but it was wild. Dave Chappelle saying, "Was that Will Smith?" was hilarious. And that dude, did you see the video of him on the stretcher?
Oh yeah, the arm.
The arm going the wrong way. He looked like a tarantula. That was not a good look. Isaiah Lee, I think he's 20-year-old, jumped up on the stage, went after Dave Chappelle, instantly regretted it.
There's the picture of the arm.
Oh, man. That is ugly. Yeah. Messed around and found out jumping up on stage to try and take out Dave Chappelle. Just
that is
brutal.
Yeah, the elbow is supposed to be pointing the other way, not forward. Yeah, you're right. You messed around and found out, huh? Out of all the comedians to go after, Dave Chappelle's a big guy too.
Yeah, he used to be like super skinny and gangly, and over the years put on a little bit of weight, put on some muscle. Dude.
He's not Dave Chappelle from Half Baked anymore.
No.
He's like the dude knows where the weight room is at. Yeah, I saw that video. I was like, out of all the people going after Chappelle, and then, that arm, that's going to take some time to fix, man. Like, it's just brutal.
It's like just pop that sucker back into place and you're off. It's not going to be one of those. Probably bit of surgery going to be included, and possibly a little bit of jail time too. Maybe good for recovery. Hopefully has a good cellmate.
Yeah, I'm sure. The thing about it is no one loves Dave Chappelle. So people that he serves time with, they're gonna love the fact that he attacked him. Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna go well for him.
Be welcomed in with open arms.
Yeah, open. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. All right. Who do you have as your loser of the week?
Okay, now I will say this isn't just a total bad thing, but I had to go with OU baseball. Dropping one to Dallas Baptist last night, 10-1. They haven't beat Dallas Baptist on the road since 2010. Dallas Baptist is like our main nemesis whenever it comes to the baseball. And last night was, again, we got a mental block or something with DBU. But I will say this. Baseball's done well. Won 5 of their last 6. They've got an opportunity to continue to climb the rankings in the Big 12. I think they currently sit 3rd and may have a chance if they win 2 out of 3 against TCU to get really close to getting up there into 2nd place. Going to be hard to pass OSU, but the baseball's done better, but Dallas Baptist continues to be a roadblock.
10-1.
10-1. We can't beat Dallas Baptist on the road, dude. Since 2010. Brutal.
10-1. What do you even say after a game like that in college baseball? When you're like the bigger school and you're supposed to, what does T-Rose say about it? Like, what's the issue with Dallas Baptist?
I don't know. It's a good school. They've got a good baseball team. They've got a real good coach, but I don't know. I say stop scheduling them. That's what I've been joking about it on my radio show for years, that we got to stop scheduling Dallas Baptist, but we continue to play them and we continue to get beat.
I follow OU baseball basically through Toby Rowland and Eddie Radosevich's Twitter feed. Like, that's where I get my OU baseball content, and didn't seem like things went well against Dallas Baptist. That's what I'll say. Just from following it that way.
No, but they've played better and they've got some decent opportunities coming up down the stretch.
Yeah. How about that? Some college baseball content. That may be a first. Look at us. Look at us branch it out.
That's right.
All right, let's get to my winner and loser. But first,
scrolling. First Fidelity Bank is a full-service financial institution based in Oklahoma with tailored solutions for all your personal and business needs, checking accounts, saving accounts, home loans, and much more. They do it all, whether it's online banking from your computer or mobile banking from your phone. Everything is stress-free with FFB. Making mobile deposits, paying bills online, and moving money to different accounts could not be easier. First Fidelity Bank provides free ATMs worldwide, making banking convenient wherever you are. They also give back to the community. FFB donates a total of more than $500,000 to local charities and educational foundations. Make your life easier and go bank with First Fidelity Bank. Visit ffb.com for more information.
And if you are a whiskey or bourbon drinker, stop what you're doing, head to your favorite liquor store and buy some Balcones products. You got to grab some of Balcones Lineage Single Malt Whiskey. It was just voted one of the top 20 whiskeys in the world by Whiskey Advocate, and you'll be shocked by how affordable it is. Also, you got to snag some of Balcones Baby Blue Corn Whiskey.
It's made from blue corn. That's the fancy corn.
And that is why it has won more than 25 awards. Last but certainly not least, you got to go buy some of my favorite Balcones Pot Still Bourbon. Its big flavors make it the perfect bourbon to drink year-round. Remember, back in 2012, Balcones Single Malt won the Best in Glass competition, beating brands like Johnny Walker and Macallan, and became the first American distillery ever to win that competition. This stuff is the real deal, people. If you love great whiskey and bourbon at a great price, then Balcones products are the only way to go. The whiskey may be made in Texas, but the owners, yeah, they're from Oklahoma. To find a liquor store that has it, visit balconesdistilling.com. All right, for my winner of the week, thought about going with Bedlam softball. Man, I mean, gonna be awesome this weekend. You got Thursday night prime time on ESPN. You got it on ESPN2 on Friday. You got ESPNU on Saturday. It's all sold out. Home Run Village is back. Oh, and your boy will be in attendance Thursday and Saturday. Awesome. One of us is going, and one of us turned an invite down to go. Just saying.
Well, I'm going to be taking part in Diamond Sports. The 7U Stars have a big league game going on that night, Gabe. Sorry.
Oh, choosing your son over OU softball. Look, who do you think you are? No, for those of you wondering, I invited Teddy and his wife to come with me and my wife. They had a conflict with their son's baseball game. So yeah. We'll both be living the Diamond Sport life, which should be a lot of fun. I also thought about going with Ryan Tannehill. He's getting some backlash for saying it's not his job to mentor Malik Willis. And I really don't get why so many people are mad at him for that. Like, it's not like he came out and said, I'm not going to help Malik Willis at all. That guy can go screw himself. Like, he did not say that. He's going to help him along the way, but I want my quarterback to be competitive as hell. Like, what do you want the guy to say? Like, hey, you know what, guys? I am going to do everything I can to make sure that Malik takes my job. I'm gonna help him as much as I can to, he already has better physical gifts than me. So I'm going to make sure I make him better than me mentally and understanding the offense, just so he can get on the field. Like, what do you want the guy to say? He's a competitor. He's a professional.
I wanted him to say exactly that. That would be awesome if he said, hey, it's my full intention to, as quickly as possible, help Malik Willis take my job. That's what I want to do. I'm going to make him the best quarterback on our roster. And that way they'll be able to release me and free up some salary room and have him on a rookie deal where they can go out there, sign a big pass rusher, maybe a cover corner, maybe a big time wide receiver. That's what I'm trying to do because I'm a team guy.
Yeah, people have such unrealistic expectations. Like, just because he didn't say, like, oh no, I'm going to make it my life's goal to mentor him and make him an incredible player. Like, Ryan Tannehill, I know guys that are on that team. They say Tannehill's an awesome dude. he's going to help Malik Willis, but he wants to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. He's got to look out for himself first and foremost. Not that like this, oh, you got to look out for the team. Dude, this is pro sports. These are all individual contractors, man. Like it's not the same. Like you got to look out for yourself. And if you look out for yourself and you play at the highest level you can play at, guess what it does? It helps the team. That's the NFL.
I think people that are upset that he doesn't want to mentor or be responsible for the development of Malik Willis. I feel like it's the same people that are upset that their kid that's laying on the ground picking clovers doesn't get the opportunity to play starting quarterback on the little league football team, right? Come on. This is about the best survive. It's cutthroat, man. You've got to go out there and perform. And whether everyone says it or not, there's a massive amount of tension lying just below the surface in an NFL locker room, especially in training camp, right?
And he's the leader of that team. But now I know that they got Derrick Henry, they got Taylor Lewan. I get it, but he's the quarterback. He's the face of that team. And he just got an incredible amount of criticism with the way that he played in that playoff game. Said he had to go to therapy because of it.
He should have said that. Why would you guys want me to mentor him? Did you see how I played in the playoff game? You don't want him learning anything from me.
Oh, that would have been great. You guys are the ones that are always right about how awful I am. Why would you want me to influence him? That would have been, that would have been amazing. But I thought some people's reaction to that was just, dude, I thought that was the perfect amount of competitiveness displayed by a starting quarterback in the National Football League. Yep. I was like, yeah, great answer. And some people are like, oh, not a team guy. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, don't pick and choose, right? If he comes out and says that, there's probably also going to be people saying, well, gosh, he's not invested enough. He doesn't want to be the guy if he wants to help the backup, whatever.
It was a no-win situation for him. But my winner of the week, the Big Ten Conference. Whoa. Big Ten Commissioner Kevin Warren said that the Big Ten expects to have an agreement in place on a new media rights deal for the conference around Memorial Day. And the details of what networks are involved haven't been released, but it has been reported that Fox is keeping its Big Ten stuff. NBC was reportedly making a big push to get some Big Ten stuff as well. We'll see what type of role ESPN has, but the deal reportedly will bring the Big Ten Conference nearly $1.1 billion with a B dollars per season. $1.1 billion per season. That would approximately be $78.5 million per school. Whoa. And listen, the Big Ten, it's got a huge footprint, and those schools have huge alumni bases. But damn, Ted, I mean, the SEC and Big Ten with these media rights deals, they're breaking away from the rest of the Power Five. I mean, they're bringing in so much more money than the Pac-12 and the Big 12 and the ACC. And the ACC's TV deal is awful. And I think this will have Big Ten schools making like 5 times what ACC schools are bringing in from their media rights deal. This big business, man. I guess good for the Big Ten. And since OU is going to be in the SEC eventually, like, I'm not that worried about it. But this gap between the SEC and the Big Ten and everyone else is getting huge, man.
Anytime I see something like this, all I can think about is how great it must be to be a freeloader. Think about Rutgers, Maryland, $78 million a year for what? To finish in the bottom of the conference in every sport? Talk about, I mean, that's the American dream. to be so bad at everything that you get paid a ton of money to be a blocking dummy every single year in every single sport, right? Just amazing. Are they getting a full share yet?
I don't know. I won't pretend that I know all the details when they added a couple schools, but think about Northwestern. And I know they've held up their end of the bargain the last 5 years. Now, last season did not go well, but
about every 4 or 5 years when they have a big group of seniors or something, they'll put out a decent team.
Yeah, I think they played for the Big Ten title 2 out of 3 years, remember? So the Pac-12 and the Big 12, they've got new TV deals coming up, right? On the heels of the Big Tens. They're not going to get anything close to this.
Crazy.
It is. And I will say this.
It kind of has to piss you off though, right? If you're Ohio State or Michigan, Michigan makes a college football playoff and makes the Sweet 16. That's like 2 or 3 Sweet 16s in a row. And
it's what OU has done for how long in the Big 12?
That's why they finally said, we're out of here.
It is what it is. I will say this. I saw this and I went, yeah, I don't really have a problem if the guys are getting big NIL deals. I'm cool with it. 1.1 billion a season.
Crazy.
Get the guys. Get the guys
allocate
money.
1 iota of that yearly payout to the NIL stuff. That's a whole separate animal, man. Whew. A lot of money. A lot of money being floated around.
Yeah. All right. For my loser of the week, thought about going with Scott Frost. I mean, shouldn't have let that analyst coach special teams, I suppose, Scott. That is, the 1-year show cause, 5-day suspension in the championship segment of the season, which it allowed people to dunk all over Nebraska, and what a failure they've been these last several years. There's some other stuff in there, but man, not what Scott Frost needed heading into a season where he is undoubtedly coaching for his job.
It's not. But this goes back to the conversation we had with Golick. This is why everyone hates the NCAA. You have Kansas on audio tape exchanging money with recruits via shoe deal money, totally illegal at the time.
And remember, the FBI gift wrapped them all that stuff and said, here you go, NCAA.
FBI has it. It's all done. Nothing happens. And you got Nebraska, who gets punished because a coach is out there holding a dummy in special teams drills. What are we doing?
Why can't analysts coach in practice? Like a game day, okay, right? Like I get it, but we're talking about practice. Like, why can't every analyst in the country not coach during practice?
Because it's a competitive disadvantage for teams that can't afford to hire as many analysts as the top teams. Yet you could do the shoe money deal. That's not a competitive disadvantage. It's a joke. There's no consistency across anything that the NCAA does. It's ridiculous.
Let the analyst coach. Damn it. But okay, for my loser of the week, also thought about going with Brittney Griner. She's still being detained in Russia. 76 days. And I will say, good news for her. The last couple of days, I think, government now says she is being wrongfully detained by the Russians. And I guess that means they tell Russia's legal process to get lost and they ramp up efforts to bring her home and try to strike a deal. I don't know. All I know is this is going to make an awesome 30 for 30, but Brittney Griner, that 76 days in Russia for a weed vape cartridge. Like, godly, man, that's rough.
Is it our government that says she's being wrongfully detained?
Correct.
I love that. I love how our government tells other countries how their laws are incorrect and you're holding someone incorrectly. It's awesome. Here's the thing. The timing for Brittney Griner could not have been worse at all. Like almost to the day.
WNBA season starts in like 2 or 3 days. I wonder if she's been able to hoop over there, like when in wherever she's being held. Like, has she been crafting like her post moves? Has she been working on her fadeaway? Maybe it's one of those situations where it's indoor and like the corner spots in there, like you see in like really nice houses, right? So maybe she's just been working the middle of the floor. I don't know, but
I have a feeling that a 7-foot Brittney Griner may not be the biggest woman in that prison. Like, that's the one play. If you could pick, on one hand, the countries where you don't want to go to prison, Russia is definitely on that list.
Yeah. All right, but my loser of the week, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Ooh.
Hand up. Maybe I overreacted to game 1. Or, hey, maybe it was the fact that Bill Belichick was up there whispering in Brad Stevens' ears. I don't know, but the Boston Celtics.
They checked the pressure of that basketball?
Yeah. The deflate gate NBA style. But the Boston Celtics looked awesome in game 2. They were rocking the green jerseys. Jaylen Brown came out on fire shooting the ball. Jayson Tatum shot it well. I believe they combined it with like 11 of 20 from 3 for the 2 stars for the Celtics. Did it all without Marcus Smart. And I thought offensively, as far as they moved the ball a lot better and made the Bucks defense rotate and move. And they looked awesome and they shot the hell out of the ball. But the thing that stood out, Grant Williams, thick guy, knows where the weight room is, no doubt. I thought he did a really good job of making things tough on Giannis. Like, Giannis can shoot everything over him, but just like as far as staying in front of him and bodying him up physically, it's about as good of a job as I can remember someone doing on Giannis. And Grant Williams also went 6 of 9, nice, from 3. Had 21 points in that game as well. So I'm not an analytics specialist, but the Bucks shot 18 threes and the Celtics shot 43. So I don't know, but that was a hell of a win by Boston. I am so excited for that series. I'm excited for Memphis and Golden State. Also, Ja had 47 in that win, and he's the most entertaining player in the league to watch. But man, I like watching the Celtics. I think this is going to be an awesome series between them and the Bucks.
Yeah, that other series was a beatdown. There, people getting kicked out, flipping the bird, throwing elbows, blood all over the court. It was wild. But you're right on Grant Williams. If you D up the freak and then hit 6 of 9 on threes on the other end, that's a night right there. Yeah. That's impressive.
Yeah, but I hope that goes 7, and we'll see when Middleton comes back. If it's game 3, maybe it's not until game 4, but that could be a lot of fun. And we'll see when Marcus Smart can get back. That dude's beat up, man. But I don't know. I love the NBA playoffs. I know the NHL playoffs are on right now, but for me, it's still NBA and then NHL. NHL's getting the iPad treatment for me, Ted.
Yeah, they're both good, man. And it's interesting, those sports where they have the long seasons. You can see like the dog days of the season, like what you're really getting out of them whenever you flip it on and it's the playoffs, right? The game totally changes. Like, playoff hockey is awesome. I mean,
yeah.
it is as good of a sport as there is to watch. And playoff NBA basketball, whenever the stakes get high, it's awesome to watch too.
The third period of playoff hockey and the fourth quarter of NBA playoff basketball.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.